Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, January 25th. It's 5 a.m. A seventh person in Autauga County is dead after Thursday's tornado. The Autauga County Sheriff's Office has confirmed to ABC 32 that a woman who was reported missing was found dead along County Road 140 in Autauga County. We understand that the threat is moving out and there are some damages, but for the people that may be getting out this morning on their property trying to assess those damages, it still may not be safe for those people. We've heard reports of down power lines and some blown transformers, but what do people need to do to stay safe this morning and stay out of the way of first responders? Up front tonight, the latest on the fatal shooting on a Hollywood movie set in the Southwest. Court documents say that Alec Baldwin was handed a loaded weapon by an assistant director who said it was safe to use in the moments before the actor fatally shot a cinematographer. It comes days after those groups targeted an American military base in Iraq, injuring several U.S. service members. Hamas has reportedly rejected Israel's proposal for a 2-month pause in the fighting. This would have included the freeing of hostages in exchange for Israel releasing jailed Palestinians and letting top Hamas leaders move out of Gaza. The Alabama Crimson Tide's national title hopes are over with after a 27-20 overtime loss to Michigan in the Rose Bowl. It's billed as the only New Year's Day parade in the state. On Monday, the 19th annual Lacey Boyd New Year's Day parade was held in West Montgomery to celebrate the new year, to show unity in the community, and to remember the life of Sheriff Big John Williams. Always a great time on the west side for the Lacey Boyd New Year's Day parade. The parade also featured food vendors and a free concert afterward. Troubles are mounting at the world's largest aerospace company, Boeing. It comes weeks after a door panel blew off of a 737 MAX plane mid-flight. Lawmakers will be headed back to Montgomery for the legislative session soon, and one issue that will get debate this year is school choice. As Action 8 News has shown you, this was a school choice week in Alabama, and here was a rally that was held on the state capitol steps Monday, highlighting the importance of private and church schools as well as homeschooling. Some want to follow the lead of other states and allow parents to have access to tax dollars to use for their child's education to help pay for private school. Action 8 News political analyst Steve Flowers says there are a lot of decisions for lawmakers to consider. While supporters say that parents should have as many options as possible, not everyone is on board with the idea of school choice. Some critics say that it takes tax dollars away from public schools, and not every student can get into a private school, even if that's where their parents want them to attend. Alabama's legislative session begins on February 6th. A 21-year-old Montgomery man is shot and killed in the parking lot of his apartment complex, and nearly a decade later, the killer has not been found. Here's this morning's I-Team Cold Case investigation. On October 27, 2014, Montgomery police were called to Liberty Square Apartments behind Walmart on Eastern Boulevard after reports of gunshots. 21-year-old Brandon Harris was found dead in an apartment breezeway just steps away from his apartment. Police say Harris walked out of his apartment that night to speak to someone in a small white car with tinted windows. That's where police believe the shots that killed Brandon Harris came from, but so far no suspect has been found. It's now been 9 years since Brandon Harris was shot and killed at Liberty Square Apartments. Investigators believe that someone witnessed the shooting and are hoping enough time has passed for that person to help solve this crime. For the I-Team, I'm Jerome Jones. The two-person battle for the Republican nomination for president continues, even though Donald Trump has picked up wins in Iowa and New Hampshire, the first two states to kick off the 2024 election season. Nikki Haley is hoping her home state can give a boost to her campaign. Here's Jared Hill with the latest. Former President Trump is also continuing to split his time between the courtroom and the campaign trail, confirming that he'll once again attend proceedings of the second New York defamation civil suit brought against him by writer E. Carol Jean.
And of course, Jerome, we got Cowboys Niners on over there, and not looking so good for Big D right now, again.
Well, the Cowboys are who we thought they were so far, Chris. So thanks, Chris.
You got it.
Just ahead on Alabama News Network weekend, if you're heading out tonight, don't leave just yet. Riley will be back with your Out on the Town forecast. Montgomery police are also investigating a Wednesday evening shooting in Montgomery that left a man injured. Police say it happened in the 100 block of West South Boulevard. The victim was taken to a hospital with what are said to be non-life-threatening injuries. The Alabama Medical Cannabis Commission hopes that 2024 is the year that products will finally be available to patients. Lawmakers approved the bill in 2021, but there has been a series of delays. The 2023 Alabama legislative session is officially underway as of Tuesday. Governor Ivey also gave her State of the State address on Tuesday, laying out the issues she would like legislators to tackle this session. Here to talk about it all with us, four-term state representative, published author, and WAKA political analyst, Steve Flowers. Good to see you again, Steve.
Thanks, Jerome.
Now we have a lot to talk about. Let's get to what many of our viewers are going to be watching closely this session. Governor Ivey challenging the legislator to put $400 in the hands of Alabama residents in the form of rebates, or let's just call it a stimulus. So Steve, from what you are hearing on Goat Hill, is this proposal something that this legislative body is willing to get behind?
Well,
breaking news overnight, a mass shooting at a Walmart in Chesapeake, Virginia has claimed the lives of multiple people and wounded others. I'm joined now by James Walker of the Shinbaum Law Firm. And James, just talking bankruptcy here, a lot of people facing those forbearances, people's wages starting to get garnished in some cases. What situations like this, why would bankruptcy be a viable option for people in these situations? The I-Team brought you this story last year. Jamie Lightsey was shot and killed in a road rage incident on April 1st of 2015. Investigators say after having a minor fender bender at a store, the other driver became enraged and demanded money and personal items from Lightsey. In fear for her life, she left the store. The investigation then determined that minutes later, a white Lincoln Town car pulled alongside Lightsey's vehicle and began shooting into the car. One of the bullets struck Lightsey in the head. The suspect remained free for years until December of 2023, when a witness came forward with information that led to an arrest. Daryl Demone Moorer was arrested and charged with capital murder for the shooting death of Jamie Lightsey on December 13, 2023. Crime Stoppers paid a $5,000 reward to the witness in the case. For the Action 8 I-Team, I'm Jerome Jones.